This class is some very basic toy making, and we're going to make an Easter chick and a little fluffy Easter bunny. To make the chick and the bunny, you're going to need the chick and bunny kit, some fabric scissors, and later on you'll need a little bit of PVA glue to stick on feet. So since you make both the chick and the bunny in almost exactly the same way, I'm just going to demonstrate one of them. So I'm going to demonstrate how to make the bunny. So for the bunny, you'll need your needle and thread. You're going to need the template. You need the white fur fabric, the piece of pink felt, and a little piece of black felt. So the first thing you need to do is cut out the 2 circles that have been marked for you. They don't have to be cut absolutely perfectly. Just follow roughly along the lines. The larger one is for the body and the smaller one is the head. So now we have our 2 circles. If you hang on to the spare fur, because what we'll do is we'll use that as part of our stuffing. So to start making the body, you need to thread your needle, and you need to thread quite a long piece, and I would do double thickness of thread with a knot at one end. To start off, you need to bring in, you're working on the underside of the felt of the fur, and you need to bring your needle through, and then you need to do a few anchoring stitches. So that's just a few stitches just to really anchor that thread. Once you've done those anchoring stitches and they're nice and firm, what you're then going to do, you're working your way around the outside of the circle, just doing a gather stitch. So literally up and down, I do a few stitches on the needle, like that, before I pull it through. So it's a basic running stitch. Don't make your stitches too small, but not too big either. Okay, once you've gone all the way around and you're back to where you started, you can now pull your thread gently and gather this up to make a ball. What you then want to do is stuff the middle of this with the spare fur. You then need to close the gap at the top, and you do this by going diagonally across the circle. You think of this as a circle, so go to this side and then back. So you're gathering opposite sides and go to that side and then the next side, and keep going across. Once you're happy that that opening has been closed up, you can snip off your thread, and you can put your body to one side while you make the head. So we're going to make the head of your bunny the exact same way, by starting with some anchoring stitches and then doing a running stitch around the outside to gather the circle into a ball. So when you've gone all the way around the outside, like before, we're going to pull our thread gently to gather this up into a ball. This time we're going to use some of the stuffing from your kit to stuff the head. And like before, we're going to take our needle across the opening to close up that opening. So now we have our head and our body. And what we need to do now is we need to join them together. There are two ways of doing this. Either use your existing thread and go around, catching a stitch in the head and then a stitch in the body all the way around, or you could use hot glue. Since I'm already started with stitching, I'm going to finish by stitching the head and the body together. Once you've gone all the way around and the head is well joined to the body, you can then snip off your thread. Okay, we're going to finish off our bunny by giving it some ears and some feet and some eyes. And I've cut out from the template the bunny ear and foot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these out of the pink felt. Okay, so for our feet, all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these onto the bottom of the rabbit's body. Once my thread's anchored, I'm going to take one of my ears. I'm going to fold the bottom of the ear in half, lengthways like that, and I'm going to put my needle through both thicknesses like that. I'm then just going to do a few stitches to attach this to the bunny's head. Once my first ear is secured, I'm going to put my needle through, all the way through the head and out to the other side. And take the second ear, let's just trim that, looks a bit wonky. And again, I'm going to fold it in half, pass my needle through both thicknesses. And then same again, stitch it onto the head. So my bunny has ears and feet, it now just needs some eyes. So there is a template on the template sheet for this, but you probably find that it's easier just to cut the eyes freehand. Okay, once you have your eyes, pop some glue on the back of the eye. And then glue it to the bunny's face. You might want to pull the fur to one side just to make sure that it sticks. As a final touch for Bunny, we're going to tie a ribbon around his neck. So the tip for this is to sort of stand above him when you tie this bow. So there's our finished bunny. The chick is made exactly the same way, with the feet stuck on the bottom and the eyes stuck on, and the beak, what I've done is I've stitched it onto the head just in the middle so that it opens and closes. There's our chick.